He's the first guy I ever met and who would actually pull an all-nighter.
Mhm.
You know, you hear people talk about like, oh, I was up till 3 a.m. this, I was up. I remember once leaving at 6 or 7 and then coming back the next day, and he was wearing the same clothes he had on from the night before and literally hadn't slept. And because he needed to get this idea, he felt the need to pitch this idea. And I think it was um he's I think it was Mushu's, yeah, it was when Mushu awakened, that whole thing.
I
And
live.
how, yeah, that whole thing. So he boarded up just a very basic concept board of that. Um, and it was like it. And back then we didn't do like now every sequence is like 12,000 drawings and everything's animated. They were beautiful. It was these drawings that were full of all this personality and perfectly rendered drawings. The way only the way Chris can draw them. But everything was there, from Mushu being awakened. Mushu is the guy who awakens the guard, the ancestors. Mushu's um Mushu wants to be the one that, like, it's like, okay, I get it, I'll go. And then they laugh at him. Your misguidance of plotting disaster. Yeah, thanks a lot. All of that was there. All of it was in there. And including the bit where he goes to wake up the stone dragon and breaks it up. All of that was there. And that's the reason why he has to go. But he did that in the night. He literally stayed up all night and boarded it. And then the next day was, and then after he pitched it, like at 9 in the morning, then had to continue a work day. And I remember him coming into my office and like I'm drawing and I feel like tapping on my shoulder. And I turn around and he goes, I need to give this to you. And he gave me this drawing of this Tyrannosaurus on a skateboard with its mouth wide open, and it says Tyrannosauruses and I can't remember the phrase was two words that just like completely incongruous. Tyrannosauruses in love or something like that. He goes, and I said, thanks, man. And because it's this really crazy Chris Sanders drawing. And he turns to walk away. He's just, I just feel I need to give more. And then he just runs out of it. And he just ran out of the cubicle.